Do you ever look at the engagement that other people are getting and think they must know some big secret that you don't? I used to feel that way. I would go see other people's posts on their pages. They were getting so many likes, so many comments, so many views. And then I'd come back to my own page and get so discouraged because I felt like people just really didn't care about what I had to say. And I was right. The people who were getting all that engagement did know something that I didn't know. But it had nothing to do with how popular they were, or how many friends they had, or how knowledgeable they were, or that what they had to say was any more important than what I was sharing. The secret that they knew and I didn't is how to use the Facebook algorithm to their advantage and actually put it to work for them instead of trying to work against it. And once I figured that out, my engagement shot through the roof. In this video, I'm going to share 3 Facebook algorithm hacks that you can use to get the algorithm to work in your advantage in 2021. So stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Jordan Maley, and I'm the co-founder of the Global Freedom Community alongside my mom and business partner, Kathy Schneider. Together, we help driven network marketers with the simple strategies to grow your business quickly online without confusion and overwhelm. And we drop brand new episodes just like this one on this channel every single week. So if you're new here, do us a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we want you to not miss a single episode, all this goodness that we put out here for you every single week. Every episode comes with a free downloadable resource to help you get more out of what we cover together. So I'm going to be sure and include the link to grab this week's resource in the show notes below so that you can go and grab this week's resource. We have a lot to cover today, so let's jump in. The official definition of the word algorithm looks pretty complicated. So let me break it down for you really simple. The algorithm is simply the way that Facebook and Instagram and other social media platforms function in the background to figure out and show you more of the posts you do like and less of the posts you don't. They take into account all of your behavior, who you're talking to, who you're interacting with, the profiles you're visiting, the posts you scroll past quickly, the ones you slow down and hover over, the ones you comment on. All of your activity within the app goes into the algorithm, and the algorithm says, oh, hey, she wants to see more of this. She doesn't really like stuff like that. So then the next time you come on Facebook, they are showing you more of the stuff you like and less of the stuff you don't. So as marketers, it's incredibly important for us to make sure that we are putting out content that our audience likes, that they're going to want to engage with, that they're going to want to comment on, and that Facebook knows, hey, this person is putting out stuff that people want to see, and then the algorithm will show that information to them. Today, Facebook and other social media platforms are putting major value on what they call MSI, or meaningful social interaction. Meaningful social interaction is the way that you engage with other people and the way other people engage with you inside the platform. When you interact with your friends and followers inside the platform, either by commenting on their stuff or messaging back and forth with each other, you are signaling to Facebook that you enjoy engaging with that person and that that person enjoys engaging with you and you want to see more of each other's stuff. So as marketers, we need to always be asking ourselves, how can we increase our MSI? The number of people we are meaningfully engaging with, and the number of people who are meaningfully engaging with us. Okay, it doesn't get any more meaningful than Messenger, okay? When you exchange direct private messages with someone, that is a huge signal to Facebook that you two enjoy engaging with each other, that you enjoy talking to each other, that you enjoy seeing each other's stuff. So yes, comments, reactions, those are cool. We're going to talk about those here in just a few minutes, but it doesn't get any better than Messenger. Messenger is the #1 way that Facebook says, hey, these two, they're friends. They want to see each other's stuff. So how can you increase your MSI by engaging with people more in Messenger? #1, send happy birthday messages. Instead of just going to their timeline and typing happy birthday like all their other Facebook friends, every morning when you sit down at your phone or your laptop or wherever you do your business work for the day, Pull up the day's birthdays and send a happy birthday message to everyone who has a birthday that day. That is a big signal to Facebook that you two are real friends, and it's going to show each other more of your posts moving forward. This is also why it's so important to send messages to your new friends. As you're going out there and you're growing your network, you're engaging with more people, you're meeting more people on Facebook, you want to make sure that once you become Facebook friends, you're engaging in Messenger, because that's, again, a big signal to Facebook that you two want to get to know each other, that you're friends. If you add a bunch of new friends and you don't engage in Messenger, you're not creating any meaningful social interaction, and you're probably not going to see a whole lot of their posts, and they're not going to see a whole lot of yours. And finally, Facebook stories. Did you know that when you reply to someone's Facebook story or someone replies to yours, that reply goes directly to Messenger? So instead of being a public comment that's out in the newsfeed for everyone to see, it's a private conversation happening just between you and that person. So leverage stories. Make sure you're posting stories of your own every single day. And in those stories, ask questions. Get people to interact and engage with you. Do a poll. Ask them to answer a question by swiping up and sending you a message. And as you're going through and engaging with your friends on a daily basis, don't forget to check in on their stories and send some replies as well. Speaking of engaging with your friends, this brings us to tip number 2. You want to spend 5 to 10 minutes every single day engaging in your newsfeed. Notice I said 5 to 10 minutes and I said engaging. It doesn't really matter how much time you waste scrolling the newsfeed every single day. Facebook wants to know, where do you stop and who do you comment on, okay? So by engaging in your newsfeed 5 to 10 minutes every day and leaving 3 to 5 meaningful comments, meaning not just an emoji or one word, but actually a sentence that's got 3 to 5 words in it, you're again signaling to Facebook that meaningful social interaction with that person. You're gonna start seeing more of their posts, they're gonna start seeing more of yours. And did you know, you can actually add your friends to specific lists and then go to that list within the app, and you'll be able to see only the posts from your friends who are on that list. So maybe you've got some hot prospects, some people that you've been chatting with, and you really want to make sure that they are seeing your posts. You want to make sure that you are seeing their posts. Go ahead and add them to a special list within the app. I also do this with new friends, because new friends tend to not show up in your news feed right away because you have no history of meaningful social interaction with them. So add your new friends to a special friends list so that you can go and pull that list up and drop in and comment and say hello and get to know each other. That way Facebook knows to start showing you each other's stuff. Okay, tip number 3. When you are creating your posts, make sure that your captions are creating engagement. I love starting and or ending my captions with a question. Facebook really cracked down a couple of years ago on engagement bait. They don't like those, pick A or B or whatever, right? They don't like that stuff anymore. They don't want you to ask people to vote or to bait people for engagement. Instead, what do they want? Meaningful social interaction. So you want to make sure that in your posts, you're creating questions with your captions. You're giving people an opportunity to engage with you by replying, right? So maybe you're doing a post for what you're having for dinner, okay? And you tell people, does anyone have any quick and easy recipe ideas? This is what we're cooking tonight, but I need more ideas for the rest of the week. Now, all of a sudden, people are going to be commenting with their ideas. They're going to be asking for the recipe that you shared, and you're creating this meaningful social interaction on your post that the algorithm is going to absolutely love. What I love most about the Facebook algorithm is that it's so predictable. It doesn't really matter what little changes they make. They're always updating it. They're always changing different things. But this is the bottom line. Facebook rewards people who use their features to create meaningful social interaction with their friends and their followers. So, what do I mean by that? Post in your newsfeed, post in your stories, talk to people in Messenger, do live videos. Make sure you're replying to the comments that people give you on your posts, as well as commenting on other posts. Anytime you can create meaningful social interaction on Facebook or really on any social media channel, you are winning. This is such a huge tip. And if you can just keep that at the front of your mind, you're going to be able to breeze through any algorithm changes that come your way, because that's always going to be Facebook's priority. They want to keep people on the app. They want to keep people engaging with one another on their app. So as long as your content is creating that, you're golden. To help you even more, my mom and I put together a free PDF guide called Beat the Facebook Algorithm. Inside, we show you exactly what types of posts you can be doing to increase meaningful social engagement on your profile. We also share a couple of secret tips and tricks that I didn't mention in this episode for increasing MSI and for continuing to boost your rank in the algorithm. So we're going to talk to you about how to get better engagement on your live videos, what types of captions work best, how often to mention your business, if even at all. All of those tips, they're all inside the Beat the Facebook Algorithm PDF guide. You can grab it by clicking on the link right at the bottom of the screen. I've also linked it in the show notes for you. So be sure and go and grab that resource, and you can actually just print it off, keep it on your desk, and review it each week as you're going about your interactions on Facebook. If you got value from this episode, do us a favor and hit the share button, give us a thumbs up, and be sure and pass it on to any friends who you feel could get value from this as well. Thanks so much for hanging out with this episode of Global Freedom TV. We can't wait to see you right back here next week for a new episode.